There is a reason why you and me, we don't talk no more.
Hey guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. I know it's been a while since I've been on here and I do apologize for that. I'm not going to make any excuses. I've just been working on my mental, a whole bunch of other crap. But we're not here to talk about that today. What we're here to talk about is the Tinkerbell collection from Colourpop. But yeah, I got the palette. I actually bought the whole collection, so we're gonna try it. This is actually my first Colourpop purchase, and we'll see what we think about it. Yeah, so I'm gonna do my brows and add my eyelid base, and I'll be back. Rundown today, I used the P. Louise base in Rumor Number 5 on my eyelids. I used the micro brow pencil from Morphe in the shade Chocolate Mousse, and I used to conceal my brows the Matte and Poreless pressed powder from Maybelline. And yeah, let's get started. So I'm gonna start with the Super Shock Cheeks. They came in 3 different shades, and I love the packaging. It's really super cute. So we have Happy Thoughts, which is this nice iridescent. I think I'm going to use this as a highlighter. I'm just going to let you guys know right now, this is not my first impression. This is actually my second time recording this video. I was very stressed out when I recorded it first. I didn't really like the outcome of it, so I'm just going to give it another go. But I did love the products so far. Like, the Super Shock Cheeks are actually very soft, and I'm like very impressed. This one is Magic Moon. If I can get the lights to work. Yeah, there you go. It has like an iridescence to it. So, I don't know how I feel about this shade though. Like, it's supposed to be a blush, but it also could be a highlight. I'm not 100% sure, but we'll see. And we have my favorite one, Darling. It is so pretty. Like, I've been using this almost every day as a blush. I'm not a glowy blush person. I'm hardly a blush person. But I really fell in love with this. The shade is just so pretty. Now, I'm gonna just swatch it here. So those are the 3 swatched. And next up we have the Super Shock Shadows. I swear this is like a tongue twister, guys. Like, I'm just like and it's just bad. So we have this one. This is the first one I'm going to do is Fly to Your Heart. It's very pretty, iridescent with like greenish goldish reflect, which is like very like innovative in my opinion. Again, very super soft, very sparkly. I will say this is a very sparkly collection, and normally I have to be very wary about like glitter and stuff like that because I'm mildly allergic. I'll start breaking out for some reason. Allergies. But the only glitter that's a part of this collection that I'm actually mildly allergic to is actually the palette's packaging. I don't know. I saw it and I'm like, oh, okay, it's probably that glitter that's like stuck on or whatever the case may be. This is Never Grow Up. It is like a reddish tone, but it has green and yellow reflect as well, which is really pretty. I think I might be using this color today. But like I was saying, like the glitter does come off on the packaging, and I started to get very itchy, which kind of irritated the living mess out of me. So, Colourpop, work on the glitter packaging. Please, I want to like you. And this is the shade Straight On Till Morning, which is like a nice Tinkerbell green, clearly. And that's very pretty. It has no other reflect besides like a little bit of silver in it, which makes it really pretty. And it does have a little bit of gold. It's not too crazy like the other two. Like the other two, like it's like, I don't know if you guys can see that, but it's actually really, really good. Also with this collection, you get 2 liners. You get a bronze one and you get a green one. They're both shimmery iridescent. Not iridescent. It's very shimmery. So, like, I would be a little wary about putting these on my waterline, but this is Lost Girl, the bronze one. And I forgot to wipe off the swatches from earlier. This is going to be a very glittery video. Okay. So that is Lost Girl, kind of blends in a little bit. And this one is Fly With Me, which is the green. I really like the green. The green is really pretty. Alright. Alright. And, oh yeah, we have Lippies. Not a fan of the Lippies. Gonna say that right now. Well, it's not that I'm not a fan. I'm not a fan of the colors that they chose. So I'm gonna do lip swatches for these. This one is Tinkerbell. Like, I just don't like the shades on my lips, so we're just gonna... I don't know. I feel like it's a little too pink for me. Maybe with a lip liner. Let's try it with a lip liner. Which one is this? There's supposed to be a name on here somewhere. Okay, not this one. La, 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 la. I am losing all of my lip liners. Okay, we're just gonna use this one because I can't find the one that I want. Okay, I like a little bit more with the lip liner. This is in the shade Bite Me from Morphe. But this is Tink. And this is Clap If You Believe. Okay, this one isn't too bad. Still want it with a lip liner, but that's just my preference. And last but not least, we have the Sprinkle a Little Magic palette. It is such beautiful packaging. I really love the photo that they chose for Tinkerbell. Again, the only issue that I have is the glitter. It comes off. I'm mildly allergic. I already stated that. Two shades I don't care for is Big Magic and Second Star. Also, I do get that Tinkerbell is from Peter Pan, but there's a lot of Peter Pan references, even though Tinkerbell has had her own movies. I'm not really familiar with her origins, but there's a lot of Peter Pan references like Neverland, Second Star to the Right, etc, etc, etc. But just, I don't know, me nitpicking, put me not mind. But these two shades I will not be swatching because they look ashy on my skin. We're just gonna throw it out there. Not a big fan. But we're gonna get started in swatcheroo these. So I'm gonna start with Small Fairy, which is this nice gold at the top in the middle. And we're going to swatch it right there. Ooh. Okay. And we're gonna go in with Tink. I really love this green. It's so pretty. It's kind of similar to the Super Shock shadow, which I kind of like. I get it, but I don't get it. Oh, okay. All right, I will say this. It does come off a lot differently in the swatch than the Super Shock shadow does. Because I know the Super Shock shadows are supposed to give like a punch. They're a little more glittery. They're a little bit more softer. And whatever the case. Pixie Dust. Next shade is Neverland. I feel like I need, I don't know. I'm not really good at swatches, guys. I'm sorry. I feel like I'm failing you. I don't know. The next one is Sleep. Place Between, which is like a bronzy color. It's really pretty, actually. I'm running out of space. Oh no. Oh, this will actually make a nice highlight as well. That's really pretty. It has like silver in it as well. So it's like a bronze with silver, which is pretty interesting. I've never dealt with a shade like that. And now we have the deepest shade, Awake. Trust me, it's actually pigmented. Like I said earlier, I did use this palette before. This is my second time recording the video. So it actually is very pigmented. I'm just horrible at swatching. Okay, now taking my Morphe M504, I'm going to be dipping into Sleep. I'm going to be using that as my transition color. I believe that's what it is, a transition color. Oh, I'm not really a beauty guru, guys. I'm just a beauty enthusiast. And now that I have that shade blended to my liking, I'm going to take a Morphe E22 brush and I'm going to just slightly dab into Awake. Ooh, there's some cake back. And we're just going to go into that inner corner. Well, outer corner. I said inner corner. Lord. Blend towards the front. I didn't really come onto this with a plan, so we're just winging it. I just know that I love greens. Blues are my favorite for obvious reasons. My hair is blue, and I feel like no other shade of eyeshadow really looks well when you have colored hair, in my opinion. On me personally, I feel like it doesn't really look all that well. So, yeah. And now that I've deepened the outer corner, I'm going to take the M504 brush, go back into Sleep, and just go back over top. Just so I don't lose that brightness from the shade. Alrighty. Let's get it done. Ooh. I'm really liking this look. Like, I love playing with blues and greens and blues and blues and greens and blues. But yeah. I'm actually in a lot better mood because when I first recorded this video, this was like 2-3 weeks ago when I first got the collection. I just wanted to get the video out. I just wanted to get it out of the way. I said I was gonna come back to YouTube on my Instagram. It's Looks by Donnelly if you want to check it out. I don't even really post on there. I mostly post on my stories. But it's like I just kind of fell off. Like my emotions were weird. As you may know, I do suffer from mental health issues. I am medicated for it. But it's like you have your good days and you really have your bad days. And like the past few months, it's been really, really, really bad. And I don't know, like, it's like there was no amount of medication that was gonna help, and medication only helps so much, you know what I mean? It's not a crutch or anything like that. Like, it's your medication plus your dedication that allows you to build resilience when it comes towards your mental health. And as much medication as they may prescribe, it's only to help. And there's no guarantee that it'll actually work because one, it takes about a month for effects from medication to show, and it's a very dark topic. If you guys want me to go in more depth, I can definitely do that. But yeah, it's just been a struggle lately for me. And when I recorded that video, I was in a very dark place. It was like 1 a.m. I was extremely tired. I wasn't really sleeping all that well. My mental was not good. And I watched back the footage and I'm just like, I cannot release this video. I can't do it. Like, not even for the sake of you guys seeing it. It's for the sake of I was not okay with it. I wasn't okay with it at all. So it was a lot. It was a lot going on mentally, physically, emotionally. It was just a lot. So if you guys want me to go into detail about my mental health journey, I can definitely do that in a different video. I may sprinkle a little bit of dosage of knowledge here and there in this video, but this is not what we're talking. Okay, and now that I've gotten all the colors the way I want it, Well, I'm still blending, as you can see. But I believe the next shade I'm gonna go into is Neverland. As soon as I can stop blending, sleep, and awake. We're gonna use our little piggy fingers to go into Neverland, which is this shade right here. Use my finger and pop it on the lid. Oh, that's really pretty. It's not as deep as I wanted it to be. Like, I'm more of a, I don't know. Like, it looks like it's like a deepish kind of green, and then I put it on the eye, and it kind of goes like a little mermaidy, like mermaid tail kind of green. And I just covered up the depth that I added. So we're just gonna go back into Awake, and we're just gonna put that on the tail end so there's no line of demarcation. Meaning you can't, like, there's not a blunt cut from the shimmer to the matte shade. So we're just gonna do that. Ooh, kind of cute, kind of cute. All right, and now we're done with this for now. We're going to go into the Super Shock Shadow Never Grow Up. I don't know, something about this, man. It gets me. It freaking gets me. It's so pretty. So, again, going in with the piggies. And we're just gonna put that. Ooh, yes. I think I'm gonna go in with a brush. So I'm going to take a Morphe M507. Hopefully, I'm not sure. I've never, ooh, it's actually not picking up on the brush. Okay. Because I know it's like from the videos that I've seen, not of this collection, but of Super Shock shadows in general, they normally go in with the finger, and your fingers are always your best tool. But they're actually very, very soft. So that's why I didn't mind putting my fingers in there. Please go on the brush, yeah. Such a beautiful shade. Oh my god. I'm like floored. Like really, really floored. Oh yeah, this is really pretty. I decided to test my fate and do my wing liner on camera. Pray for me. Sorry for the lighting. I know I'm really up close to the light, so now it's gonna be like super blown out. I don't know. These are the Eyelure Wispy Lashes, Wispy 3D, and I actually really love these. These are my go-to every single day lashes. I have 15 pairs of these lashes because they were on sale for $2.99. Honey, if they're still on Ulta, go grab them. You need them. They give life, and I will show you. And now that we have the lashes, we are going to do the face. So I have already prepped my face with the Derma Shield Oil Control from Urban Skin RX. It's actually one of my favorite skincare companies to work with. I don't work with them on a professional level. I just like working with their products. I've been using them for about 5 to 6 years now. The only thing that it hasn't really helped with is my strawberry chin. Like, I have a lot of whiteheads on my chin. And I don't know, I feel like anything that I've used toners, different toners from different brands and whatever the case may be, but overall my skin is fine due to using Urban Skin RX, so very grateful for them. So now that the face is prepped, I'm gonna go in with the Instant Age Rewind concealer. I don't really do a full face anymore, not because of the pandemic or anything like that. I've never really done a full face like that, unless like for YouTube purposes, or I'm like going out for like a long day or whatever the case may be. But this is in this shade Hazelnut. Hazelnut. I'm just gonna go directly under the eye. I know everybody's doing that lifted look. I just slap it on my face, call it a day. Just Alright. I take a dry beauty blender. I have not wet my beauty blend. Well, it's not a beauty blender, it's a beauty sponge. Same thing, cheaper for your wallet. This is from Beauty Bakery, but I always use them dry. I don't know why. Like, yeah, it supposedly absorbs more product, but I've never had that issue. Like, makeup artists will tell you, wet your beauty blender, wet your beauty sponge, wet your blah, 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 blah. I don't do it. Sorry. But I'm just gonna do that and quickly blend under the eyes. This is the only place that I do need coverage because I do get a little bit of darkness underneath the eye. I don't know, it's hereditary. My grandmother has it. Like, I don't know, my grandmother has dark circles. I don't know if it's because I wear glasses or because my eyes are a little inset or whatever the case may be, but I do get a little bit of darkness under there. So that's the only true discoloration that I have on my face. Now that I've blended that out, I'm going to take the Morphe R2. I believe they discontinued this brush. Not 100% sure. I know that they discontinued a lot of brushes because they had like a lot of brushes, but they let go a lot of them. And I'm going to go into the Maybelline Loose Finishing Powder in the shade 40, which is the darkest one. I'm like riding this one till the wheels fall off. I have a backup. I also have Laura Mercier, and it's like I don't really get the hype around Laura Mercier, so I don't know. Just take that and I just slightly dust it under the eye. And that's literally my everyday face. Just a little bit of concealer under the eye and powder, and that's about it. I'm going to be taking the new Morphe Continuous Setting Mist from the Sour Patch collection. It's actually very, very nice. I really love it. It's a little... I love it. The smell is great. It smells just like the candy. I just don't like, I guess because it's Sour Patch, it's $18 or whatever. I paid the extra $2 or $1. I don't remember what the original one costs, but same effect. I usually use Scandinavia. I use a mixture of the bridal setting powder and the oil control, and it actually makes your makeup a lot less transfer proof. So if you guys want to do that, but I got tired of mixing. Like, I have it mixed into the oil control mini, which is the 4 ounce. I mixed the bridal one and the oil control one together, and it works really well. Okay, so I went back in with Awake and Sleep. Ironic, because I want to be asleep right now. But I went in with Awake under the lower lash line, and then I buffed it out with Sleep. And I used a Morphe E26, which is like a little precision brush. I think that's what I want to go with. Precision, maybe. And for the inner corner, I'm going to go with Fly to Your Heart, the Super Shock shadow. It's not giving what I want it to give. I'll probably have to spray the brush. I don't know, because like when I dip my brush into it, hold on, let me show you. When I dip my brush into it, it kind of moves around like a putty. Nothing wrong with that. I really tend to like shadows like that. But just so you know, Super Shock shadows move like putty. There we go. That's what I wanted it to give. Alright. Just a little bit, baby. Just a little bit. Like a little bit of brightness in the inner corner. We're talking about fatties after all. And okay, so for the cheek, I think I'm gonna go in with Darling as my blush. Ooh. This is a Luxie brush, not Luxie, Luxie. I'm not even sure if they're a brand anymore. I got this brush from BeautyCon when BeautyCon was a thing and BeautyCon actually rocked. But it's a 522 tapered highlighter brush. If anybody is interested, I use it for blush. Okay, she's It's a little glowy. I don't know if I like that. I don't know. I don't like glowy brushes. Glowy blushes. I don't like glowy blushes is what I'm trying to say. And then for highlight, we're going to go in with happy thoughts because I want to have some happy thoughts. And I'm gonna go in with a Morphe 451. Again, I'm not 100% sure if these are still in stock. Well, some of the brushes that I have talked about in this video are still in stock because they did have a massive brush sale. They discontinued a lot of their now I can't talk. They discontinued a lot of their brushes, so I'm not 100% sure. Ooh. I did not know I had texture on my cheeks. I haven't worn highlighter in like forever, but it's very pretty. Okay. Okay. It's very soft to the touch, I will say that. I really like it. Petey. I didn't do my lips. I just realized that when I was like, oh, let me put some on my Cupid's bow. I didn't put anything on my lips. Alright, so as we noticed before, or at least I noticed, I did not like the shades of they're actually a new formula. I forgot what these are called actually. The Glossy Lip Stain. I'm not a big fan of the shades they chose for this collection, so I'm going in with a lip liner. This is Trendsetter from Morphe. I probably should have wiped the, let me wipe the gloss off my lips. Let's start there. And we're gonna go in with, do I want to go in with Tinkerbell or do I want to go in with Clap If You Believe? Let's go with Clap If You Believe. Ooh, yes. Loving that. Okay. And we're gonna come back with the final look with all this fancy stills. Yes, okay. We'll be right back. Okay, so what's the final verdict? The final verdict is this collection really slaps. Like, I didn't like the lips. I didn't. I'm not gonna hold you. I didn't like the shades. They were ugly to me. But with the lip liner, honey, with the lip liner, yes. Yes, my lips but better. Who actually ended up using both of the Lippies. I didn't put it on camera or whatever, but I used Clap If You Believe all over. It's the darkish one to the two. They kind of look the same. Yeah, they kind of look the same. This one's actually a little bit darker. I used this one all over the lip, and then I used this one in the center. Looks really cute paired together with a brown lip liner from Morphe. Shout outs to Morphe. I know they're not getting a good rep lately, but it is what it is. I like what I like. The eyeshadow, honey, get the palette, get the Super Shock shadows. I didn't use the liners because I didn't feel like having a shimmery waterline. You know, it happens. Palette, A+. Lippies, they got another shot, A+. The blush, I'm not a fan of glowy blushes, but this one is actually kind of cute. Using the other shade as a highlighter worked perfectly. But yeah, all in all, the collection gets an A+ from me. For this being my first purchase, this is actually like really good. I'm very like highly impressed. Colourpop, keep doing what you're doing. I may purchase in the future. I did see they came out with a Hocus Pocus collection. I love Hocus Pocus. Not a fan of the collection. Sorry, it didn't interest me. Like, I was like, oh my god, I gotta buy it. And it came, and I'm just like, I don't want it. What I got, I really like how it applied. I like the feel of it. It was like very high, like it felt high quality. It felt better than a lot of the high quality stuff that I do own that I've decluttered. I just wanted to let you guys know that I will be hosting a giveaway in this video. The prizes, the prize is the palette, the Super Shock shadows, and the 2 liners. So in order to participate in the giveaway, you just have to list your Instagram handle down below, and also follow me on Instagram at looksbydonnalee. I will list it in the description bar. And yeah, that's all you have to do to win. So if you'd like to win, follow me on Instagram, or comment down below your Instagram handle. And yeah, that's about it. So stay tuned. Thank you guys for watching, and have a great day. Bye.
Like my women black, just like my coffee. No sugar, no creamer, that melanin does it for me. I need that caffeine and